What's going on, everybody? Man, back to back to back weeks that we've profited. Um, Amazing. I mean, UFC 314 was amazing. I'm not gonna break it down, but we had Dan Ige a live bet. If you're in the Discord, you've seen that. Also, I hit a bet yesterday too. We've been on a roll, man, with just everything. Very grateful. We're gonna keep working hard at making the best plays possible so that we could hit and we could slap and then we could go to Miami and party and have fun. Um but yeah, Saturday was amazing, Sunday was amazing, and today, Monday, I got to play too. I'm probably going to keep it very low because the NBA playoffs is coming up and I'm very excited. I got some plays that I already want to place, but I'm waiting a little bit till I get more feedback from my friends who help me with my NBA bets and a little bit more insight. You know what I'm saying? Uh, but it's. Oh, if you want to know today's play, actually, I'll show you what today's play probably gonna be. I'm taking. Where is it? Today's play is probably okay. Gonna be Detroit Tigers plus 1.5, 370, and straight up Dodgers money line. Dodgers on a 2-game losing streak. They lost to the Cubs back-to-back games. First loss was the worst loss in Dodgers history. That's like in 40 years or something, however long the Dodgers have been existing for. And Tigers, bro, Brewers are ass. Like, if you take the straight up money line, I don't blame you either. But this is going to be my main play today. I know it's only minus 154. I'm probably going to put like $100 for 64 back. That's not even bad at all. I'll take that in my opinion, that's a free $64, but we'll see. Go ahead and just join the Discord and you'll see my plays. Oh, it's free. But I wanted to talk about, man. Okay, look. So PFL, there is no UFC this weekend, right? And usually I would try to find a play in PFL or like just something so I could play because I used to be. I still am a degenerate gambler. I'm not gonna lie, but I used to be a way more degenerate gambler, right? But man, the only plays that I like from this Friday PFL card, I don't want to touch this Impa fight versus Fabian Edwards. You don't know. I mean, like, Edwards isn't good, but he's not terrible. But he's just like average. And Impa, I've never been a real big fan of Impa. I mean, you could say, oh, he's won the PFL tournament so many times. Oh, yes, but PFL is very low level. I think we all noticed that now. Gadziev versus Mark. I want to take Gadziev. He's a way better overall fighter. On the feet, and I think the grappling test that Mark Diakase is gonna put on Robinov. Holy shit. Gadziev is gonna be able to pass that. Gadziev, I betted on Gadziev a lot. I don't think I've ever faded him in any of his PFL fights. Like, I bet on him every single time. And I doubt I'm gonna shy away from him this week. Against Mark Casey. I mean, Dirk D. Casey. Let's be honest. All he has is grappling. I don't like his striking at all. He's not spontaneous. He's not. He doesn't have a pace to him. Like, it's just all grappling. Mads Burnell versus J.J. Wilson. At first, I wanted to take Mads Burnell, but how many times have we seen Mads like not show up to the fight as much as he should? So I'm gonna stay away from that fight. Josh Silverio versus Mike Shipman. I'm staying away from that fight. Clay Collar versus Alfie Davis. I need to break down Alfie Davis, but if he could kick and he could somewhat grapple, he should win. But Clay Collard has hands, bro. Like, I mean, obviously by look at his fucking typology picture. He's usually a boxer, but he has actual good hands. Murad Ramazanov versus Aaron Jeffrey. Now listen. I want to take Murad, all right? I know he's on a 2-fight losing streak, but to the same guy, and he's been knocked out twice to the same guy. Oh, no, it was a decision, his last fight. But he got knocked out in the first fight against him, and then he lost to a decision. Decision, though, he was, like, he didn't look like himself. You could obviously tell that he was, like, straight up, he was afraid. Now, I don't remember Aaron Jeffrey's wrestling. I don't remember if it's good. I don't remember. And man, if it's because it's different, right? When you're facing against someone and Shamil, who by the way I betted on Murad to beat Shamil in the first fight. It's different when you're fighting against someone like that, and then you. This is kind of a step down, you know, a step down with Jeffrey. It's gonna be. Oh, they're fighting at 185. Wait, they are. So Murad is jumping up division again, but he used to fight at 185. He used to fight at 185. Um, I might just stay away from that fight too, but I'm leaning Murad. Nick Maximov versus Khalid. I don't know who Khalid is. Yeah, I don't know who he is. But everyone knows who Maximov is. Um, Not interested in that fight either. Brent Primus, dude. Who are you fighting? Who is this? Bro, if Brent isn't a minus 1,000 favorite, I'm not gonna lie, take him. If he's like minus 800, don't take him. But Brent, he's not like a high class fighter, but he's a very great average fighter. You know, if you're a bum, you're not gonna beat him at all. And this guy's record, I mean, 0-0, 6-2, 4-1. We're not wiki capping, but like, damn, you got to look at it too. You know, you got to look at it. We're gonna see that though. But look, man, I'm not gonna go all out this weekend. You know, like all this weekend is just NBA playoffs. But I'm not even gonna go all the way. I don't do max bets no more outside of combat sports. That's boxing, kickboxing, Muay Thai, whatever it is. I don't do max bets outside of that. I can't. You know, that's one part of the rule book that I had to follow, because if I don't follow it, then when I lose, I'm gonna be pissed. I'm gonna be like, why did I do that? You know? It's kind of like betting a woman's MMA fight, and then you realize afterwards, why did I do that? You know? Listen, next week though, we have Chris Eubank versus Conor Ben. I'm taking Chris Eubank. I mean, Conor Ben hasn't fought nobody. Vidal Riley versus Siobhan Clark. I don't know who Clark is. I'm not too familiar with the UK boxing scene, but I do know Chris Eubank and Conor Ben, of course, and Liam Smith, and Anthony Yarde, and Chris Billings. Okay, I know all these fighters, but like not all of them, you know. But this is gonna be like even odds fights. So it's gonna be a great parlay piece for this Saturday, mixing it up with NBA. I might take Chris Eubank just straight up. You know, if you don't know about Conor Ben, he's moving up two weight divisions to go up to fight Chris Eubank. Yes, he is a steroid freak. Got caught with steroids, so there is a chance that he's gonna come in this fight roided out. But if he does, I think Chris Eubank is still the bigger fighter, and it's still going to be difficult for Conor Ben to get his hands going. And you've seen as Conor Ben has gone on his career, faced tougher competition, and has gone up in weight class a little bit, his power diminishes a little bit. You know, he's not getting the crazy knockouts that he was when he was early in his career. And especially with the steroid, you know, you getting caught with steroids, you coming back, you don't look completely the same with the power. So I'm gonna take Chris Eubank. And then that fight. Oh my god, wait, I forgot. I thought that was this week. Holy shit, that's next week. What the fuck? Okay. No, so it's Chris Eubank. Oh my god, this is the same week. Holy fuck. Okay, this is a great fucking weekend. This is next week. Prates versus Garry. I don't know who I'm taking. Straight up, I don't know. I mean, Ian Garry, they both didn't look good in this fight. Let's be completely honest. Garry looked hesitant as shit. He didn't look as bad though as the MVP fight, but he didn't look like Ian Garry didn't. I'm not gonna give him props for going fucking 5 rounds against Shavkat. I'm sorry, I'm not. I'm not. And if you are, then you're a fucking cuck. Because it makes no sense. Why are you giving him props for losing a fight? I know it was close. I think it was like, I think they gave Shavkat 4. One judge gave him 4 rounds. If I'm pretty sure. I think. But you could say the grappling could beat Prates, but I mean, Ian isn't a crazy grappler. Like, if you see Ian shooting like crazy and trying to get like a clinch game going on, I if he tries to, let's say Ian decides, oh, let me stay on the outside, but you can't because Prates low-key fights way longer. This is a crazy fight. I don't know who's winning this. Prates is a finished product at 31 years old. What has he shown that I don't like? He does keep his hands down, which is always scary, but it's something that these MMA guys just always do, just because they want to have their hands low so they can be more fluid on the feet. So, but it is scary. But dude, his power is fucking scary against someone like Ian Garry, who we've seen now. He. I don't want to say he has no chin, but we've seen his durability be tested. You know, and with Prates pre UFC, we haven't seen him be tested durability wise. I think Gary's way to win here is by grappling, and I don't think it's enough to beat Prates for 5 rounds. There might be like the first round, Prates. I'm sure of it that Prates is gonna take it off and let Garry or read Garry first because it's a 5 rounder. His first ever UFC 5 round fight. So I think Prates is gonna take the first round off. But I think after that, the second round, third round, fourth round, fifth round, Prates is gonna get going. But this is for sure a crazy step up for Prates. Damn, man. I'm leaning towards Prates just because I'm not gonna be like, oh good shit, Ian. You went 5 rounds with Shavkat, who Shavkat had a broken foot, whatever the fuck he had. Like I'm not gonna. What, he had a torn ACL, and then you honestly you didn't. You won the fight. I bet it on Ian, by the way, in this fight. Look at that, fucking 8 out of 10. Oh, hold on, my sister just texted me. All right. Ian Garry didn't look amazing against MVP, but who does? But it's the but it's the thing, right? He's 27. He is gonna get better from this Shavkat fight, and he's having the right mentality. He's having a delusional mentality of like, I went 5 rounds with the best fighter, with the most dangerous guy on short notice. You know, he's doing that delusional belief of like, oh yeah, I went 5 rounds with a tough guy, so give me credit. Like, nah, bro, I don't give you credit for that. But him having that delusional belief is only gonna make him better because he's gonna be like, oh, I know this guy Prates, he can't fuck with me. Like Prates isn't Shavkat, which is delusional. It's fucking delusional, you know, but it works. Let me take a hit out of my pen. I'm scared to take Prates. I'm scared to take Garry. This might be one of those fights where I just sit back and watch and just enjoy it, you know? Not have nothing on the bet, not have nothing on the fight so I could just enjoy it. Oh my God, Anthony Smith versus Zhang. Zhang, yes, I was about to say, please be a big favorite because Smith, retirement fight. I'm not even going to talk about that fight. I got Zhang. He's a lock. A Boost versus Piera. Now, Michelle Piera. I had Anthony Hernandez as my whale bet of the year in 2020-24. Dude, he put belt to ass. Listen. I was scared. I was scared in the first round for Hernandez, right? Because this dude Pereira comes out, but bro, this motherfucker was not scared of Pereira, and I love it. I love to see it. I love Fluffy. I think he's a great fighter. I don't know if he ever be champ because 185 got Drickus, and Drickus is just he just got that retard strength, you know? So This fight though is very, 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 very fun. I'm gonna take Pereira too, just because I think Abus, he Abus, 34 years old, finished product. You could say he's fixed his cardio problems. You don't fix your cardio problems at 33 years old, 32 years old. That's gonna stay with you for your career, bro. At that point, because you're a finished product, you're not gonna get better. You're not. It's just the sad reality of it. It's just like Pereira. He's 31. He's not gonna grow a lot in his skills and his attributes as in his speed, power, and all that. He's not in timing. He's not gonna grow in that like a lot, but he's gonna be getting a little bit better at 31 years old. He's not gonna improve his cardio because Pereira's cardio has always been shit too, but he's gonna get a little bit better at 31. But you're basically almost peaking. I want to take Pereira here. I do. I want to take Pereira here. I listen. I know Fluffy made it look like he didn't have grappling defense and all that, but Pereira, dude, he is not a bad fighter, and he is strong as shit. Strong ass motherfucker. And if they're going cardio for cardio, I'm taking Pereira's cardio over Abus's cardio. I know we seen Pereira def gas against who was it? Tristan Conley. Dude, that was years ago. How old was he here? He was 25, bro. 20 fucking 5. Abus, literally, against Sean Strickland, 32. Finished product already. Come on, bro. Don't overthink it. By the way, they fast-tracked the shit out of him. You may be like, oh, Pereira isn't Sean Strickland, though. Shut up, bitch. Shut up, bro. Shut up. Because Pereira, in the first round, is going to come out with the heat. And Abus is going to feel that heat, and I guarantee you, he's gonna try to get his... when you're sparring in the gym and you get hit with a hard shot, and then it doesn't ring you, but it's like, it makes you mad, and you bite down on your fucking mouthpiece, and you go back to try to get your own. That's what Abus is going to feel. I guarantee you it. I guarantee you. It's going to be a war, this fight. And I think Pereira's going to out-cardio Magomedov. That's how I see it. Giga Chikadze versus David Onama. What a fucking matchup! This is the type of shit I love to fucking see. Giga used to have this crazy aura, if you know. I know he lost his first, what was it? Yeah, Dana White Contender Series fight. But man, then he came into the UFC, he started getting these crazy knockouts. I was scared. Then he knocked the fuck out of Edson. I thought he was going to be a title contender. Calvin shut that shit down. Arnold shut that shit down. Said, bro, you're too old. Get out of here. Go back to kickboxing. Go back to glory. David Onama, crazy power. What a fight. Wait, what 2 fights he's had against Mason Jones and Nate Landwehr? If you know about this Mason Jones fight, he came in on short notice. He's a 145er. He came into 155. He was like, I want that smoke. Mason Jones, by the way, he's fighting. Wait, did he pull out? No, he didn't pull out. He's fighting on the same card? No. Never mind. Mason Jones is a beast. I think he's gonna beat Jeremy Stevens. But dude, I mean, Onama looking amazing. That fucking knockout against Gabriel Santos, motherfucker. Santos is a beast too. Giga Chikadze though versus Onama. I'm not gonna lie. Onama's striking is powerful and it is scary. But in my opinion, what I see from what I remember, and this is pre-tape, he's not polished. He's not super technical, and he's not, what's the word? Like, I don't know. He's not the best, but he is powerful, like very powerful. And Giga, I think his level of striking is just one up above from Onama. He's a plus 150 underdog. He is older. Onama could bring the grappling, though. If he brings a grappling game plan, I think he could gas out because he's not known for the grappling, So he could bring that game plan against Giga, which I think will benefit him a lot. But Giga, I think on the feet, this dude Giga, man. This is at 145, right? Oh, Giga's moving up. Oh. Let me take a sip of that water. Hold up. I thought Onama was a 145er. 145. Roberto Romero. That had to be a short notice fight. Oh, I remember that. I remember that fight. I was surprised he made it full 3. Nah, okay, so he's a 145er. It says it's at 155, so but it doesn't matter. On the feet, I think Giga is gonna look way more clean, and I don't remember how good David's defense is. This is a pre-film, you know. If David doesn't move his head, Giga's gonna piece him the fuck up. I don't care that he's 36 years old. I forgot how he looked in his last fight too. I gotta watch. But pre-tape, I'm leaning towards Giga for sure. Next, Ikram is back. He's a lock. Against Andre Muniz, you're a lock, bro. You're a fucking lock. How long has it been? 9 months. Goddamn. Randy Brown versus Dalby. This is interesting. I feel like they fought before. Why do I feel like I've seen this fight already? Brown, man. If I remember correctly, didn't a lot of people think Brown won this fight against Battle? And wasn't Battle just holding him against the cage? But didn't Brown look tired in this fight? I think Brown looked gassed in this fight against, or not gassed, but like he didn't have the urgency to get off the cage and look defeated against Battle when he was getting just held up against the cage. I think on the feet, Brown was piecing him up though. I can't remember. Nicholas Dalby though, that's what he does. He's gonna hold you up against that cage and say you're not going nowhere. He beat Fakhretdinov. That was a fucking robbery, bro. This guy, wait, am I thinking about the right fight? No, lol. No, both fights. No. Dude, this guy Fakhretdinov is a fucking fraud. He's ass. I've betted him so many times. He won me money so many times, but he's a fucking fraud. I mean, 40 years old, I'll be like, and you're not. I take back what I say about you're not improving when you're older. Dalby's improving, but you don't see it. You know, it's very rare. But Dalby actually has improved as he's got older, which is insane. Maybe it's because you're fighting the higher levels now at that age. I don't know. His case is very interesting. But against Randy Brown. Randy Brown, I don't want to bet on this fight. I'm leaning Dalby, which is crazy because I've betted against Dalby in so many fights and he's lost me so much money. But Randy Brown, if I remember, he was getting tired against Brian Battle. If you're getting tired against Brian Battle, you're gonna get tired against Dalby, bro. But Dalby doesn't bring that striking pressure like Brian Battle does, because Battle kind of throws and he's throwing in a way of like, okay, I don't give a fuck if you hit me. All right. Yo, Simon is no! Why? Oh my god, are you dead? Nah, bro. What the fuck is this matchup? Why are they doing this to Simon? Yo! Listen, man. Listen. I always like Cameron Simon. I betted. Oh my god. I betted on Cameron Simon against C-Rod. Of course, I fucking lost. I betted on Peyton, though. I remember this fight. Oh my god, bro. Oh my god. Why is Simon fighting dude Wellmaker? This guy's power is fucking scary, bro. Like I picked this guy too because I thought he was gonna be able to be more experienced in the cage. I was very wrong. So wrong. This guy's a great kickboxer, this guy right here. Adam. Oh my god, bro. Okay, so Simon, that was a year ago, 24 years old. He's 100% improved. Hopefully. I mean, what have we haven't seen obviously nothing. Has he been injured or something? Let's find out. Dude, that's such a fucking hard fight. And it's only a hard fight because that dude Wellmaker hits like a fucking truck. And Simon, he gets hit, man. That's his thing. Like, he keeps that high guard up. He does have great footwork. He looks like he packed on some muscle. First sparring session, nearly 6 months. Oh, he was injured. He looks like he's packed on some muscle. Okay. Okay. Hopefully his defense got better though. Like that's what's. I mean, he was out for 6 months. Came back 18 weeks ago. Hope. You're gonna improve, especially after rehabbing for that long, and then you're getting back in the game. Yeah. No. Okay. Yeah. Because I was thinking about it. I was like, man, what if he just comes out as the same fighter? But nah, I'm gonna lean towards Simon. Listen, bro, Wellmaker, this dude's power is crazy, right? But I know I picked Adam in this fight because I was like, Adam is more experienced throughout the whole fight. And I'm leaning towards Simon because Simon is more experienced in fighting. But like, man, holy shit. That power that this dude has is fucking scary. Oh, man. I mean, let's go Simon pre-tape. Okay, let's just say Simon pre-tape. Not betting no woman fight. Woman fight. Not Polly on Viana though. I thought Matt Schnell retired. What the fuck is this, bro? Nah, nah, bro. I'm about to get tight. What the fuck is this? Like, okay, like I guess Dana was like, yo, bro, listen, I know you on a fucking 3-fight losing streak. Guess what though? We got Jimmy Flick, the worst UFC fighter on the roster. Do you want to fight him? Fuck yeah, that's free bread. I guess that's how the conversation went. Jimmy Flick is gonna out wrestle Mash now. He's gonna, this mother, we're gonna see Matt Schnell crying like a little bitch again. No, all right, my fault. But I can see Matt Schnell losing this, bro. I can see him losing this, and I'm not gonna be surprised if he does. That's fucking stupid. Evan Elder, I don't know who this guy is. I know who Evan Elder is though. Timmy versus Roberto. I got Timmy, bro. I remember Roberto from his Onama fight. Wait, do I remember? Actually, I don't. I gotta rewatch him. Bro, did they not fight already? Oh. I got Chris in this fight. I broke this fight down. Oh, it's even odds? Bro, they're retarded. This is not an even fight. Chris got it. Trust me. Chris got this fight. I believe I've watched so much tape on this fight. I remember, and I think I was like pretty confident in Chris. But Chris got this fight, bro. I believe in him a lot. Alaton Haley versus Damon Blackshear. Yeah, I got them on. Just cause like, man, the grappling is such a problem for Alaton Haley. Like, am I thinking about the wrong Asian? Who the fuck did Chiwiwis just fight in the sphere? I'm racist. What the fuck? Who is this? Wait, no, I remember. He beat my goat, Clayton Rodriguez. Dude, I remember like in my head, I was like, dude, this guy Clayton could fucking be a champ one day, bro. Holy shit, he's ass. Yeah, that's pre-film thoughts on this weekend. PFL too is looking is on that same day. Phil Davis versus I'm not betting that. I'm not betting that. Not betting that. Not betting that. Not betting that. Alexander Romanov. Alexander Romanov is back versus Jim Johnson. Yo, Romanov is so fucking ass, but man, his ground and pound is crazy. Probably gonna take Romanov in this. Yo, look. After that, there's this card this weekend or the May Cinco de Mayo weekend. It is going to change our fucking lives. Okay? Okay? What the fuck? Because it starts with PFL May 1st, May 2nd, Rolly versus Ryan, Devin versus, I don't know who this guy is. I don't know who Jose Ramirez is. I ain't gonna lie. But Teofimo versus Arnold Barboza Jr.? Dog. Then Canelo. Martin Bacoli is back. Jaime Munguia getting his rematch, getting his get back. Fuck this guy. Badu Jack. Hold up, we not even done yet. UFC Corey Sandhagen is a lock. He is a lock. Bo Nickel, lock. Daniel Marcos, lock. Mason Jones, lock. Thomas Peterson, lock. No, I'm playing. I'm joking. Great opportunity on this card. And then we not even done. We got Inoue. First ever time in the US. Pretty sure this is first ever time fighting in the US. Inoue versus Ramon. I don't know who Ramon is. Corey is a lock against Figgy. Canelo obviously is a lock. Jaime is a lock. But Bacoli, I mean, I don't know who this guy is. I'm gonna have to watch him. Only lost to Frank Sanchez. Did Guido win his last fight? No, he lost. Damn, he lost. Ryan, listen, Rolly. I'm sorry, buddy, but Ryan is a lock. Devin Haney's a lock. Teofimo is not a lock, but I don't think, dude, this guy Teofimo is just no homo. I'm in awe when I watch him fight sometimes. And when I see him like spar or training and using his footwork, bro, it's fucking amazing to look at. Cambosis, I think that was just his worst night ever. Like, he just wasn't in the fight. Very big come down after the Lomachenko fight. But against Kampa, I mean, great performance against Kampa. Then Martin. You know, they say the way to beat Teofimo is if you let Teofimo come to you, and that's what Martin was doing. And against Jaime Ortiz, that's what Jaime Ortiz was doing too. And then Steve was actually the one pressing forward. That's why it wasn't that much of a close fight. And then Josh Taylor's usually the one pressing forward, so it wasn't a close fight. But you see Josh Taylor, man, that fight was like very good. And they had Teofimo as an underdog in that fight. Very career best performance in that fight. Looked amazing. And I think against Arnold Barboza Jr., Teofimo could look just like that too, bro. I know. Arnold he had an amazing performance against Jack. But bro, Jack is not Teofimo, bro. Teofimo is levels above Jack. He has such a beautiful arsenal, and Arnold isn't gonna be the one letting himself get bullied. He's going to be the one pressuring. And we're going to see Teofimo being on his back foot at his best, just piecing up Arnold from the back foot, looking amazing, setting up counters, doing his beautiful footwork. And I think it's going to be a very clear decision win. If he gets a stoppage, I'll be very surprised, but I think it's going to be a decision win. Arnold does have heart. Yeah, that weekend is going to be amazing. I can't wait. Whew. Long ass video.